Hello, hello, hello. This is Barbara Williams, live from just outside the San Francisco Bay Ready. Bay Ready, just outside the San Francisco Bay Area. And yes, I'm ready. What about you? Are you ready? I'm ready. Listen, before we get started, grab a pen and paper. Don't leave your fortune to your memory. There may be one little nugget that you might get out of today's call. We never know. And if you don't get a little nugget, well, hopefully you'll have some fun. So this is Barbara Williams and Cassie Jones with a little bit of awesome joining you again today. And we're going to talk about basically things like affiliate marketing, online marketing, network marketing, and where this all falls into place. So the first question I'd ask you is, do you want to make money? And if so, how much money would you like to make? And the thing that I find interesting, Cassie, is that I will ask that question when I'm calling people, and it never fails. They'll come up with something like, I want to make $10,000. I said, well, that's interesting. And I said, how much time do you want to put into it? And they said, oh, about 2 hours a week. I said, really? And I said, do you make $10,000 on your job? And they go, no. And I said, how many hours a week do you work? Well, I work 40. So why would you think that you could start a business from home, work less hours than you're currently making, and make 3 times the money you're currently making? Isn't that a little perplexing, Cassie?
It is so perplexing, Barbara, but I've heard it so many times in this industry of affiliate marketing and network marketing. And I think that's what some people say, well, it's a get rich quick scheme. No, it's not.
No.
It's network marketing or
Yes.
affiliate work marketing. It is has the potential for great income, but you do need to go to work and learn how to work.
But
And that's one thing.
Yeah.
One thing we've been learning, and I appreciate that. Go ahead, Barbara.
Absolutely. And I think the thing is we need to be honest with ourselves. It's like, okay, you can say I want $10,000 a month, but I want that 3 to 5 years from now. Okay, great. That's fine. It sounds good. Sounds good. But what do you want in the next 30 days? What do you want in the next 60 days? What do you want in the next 90 days? And you really should make 90-day action plans, break it down to monthly plans, break that down to weekly plans, break that down to daily plans, and break that down into hourly plans. If you don't have a plan, how are you going to get to the 10,000? If you don't hold yourself accountable, how are you going to get to the 10,000? And I know you've heard this, Cassie, but some of our listeners may not have heard it, but most people globally spend and invest more time in planning a vacation than they do in planning their life. Now that's pathetic. I want you guys to think about it. When was the last time you went to Hawaii or, the Bahamas or wherever you travel to? Think about the amount of time you spent making the airplane reservations, the car rentals and and putting away the money and so on and so forth. When was the last time you spent that much time developing a plan B? If you can't be honest with you, I mean, it's not about being honest with me. It's not about telling me, but it's about being honest with yourself. And the other thing is, people don't realize really how much, Cassie, and you know this, and I know this, $100 a month, $200 a month, $300. How would that not change most people's lives? $100 a month, roughly a piano lesson. $300 a month, private 1 month lessons of tennis. It's like, get things in perspective. It's not about money. We don't work for money. We work really for the opportunity to have extracurricular activities for our children, to have higher education for our children, to leave a legacy for our children, to be able to take our kids on a family vacation because we took the time to plan a plan B in our destiny to create an extra income. I know
Hello,
you're
Barbara.
there.
Are you? Oh,
No,
you
you're there. Whenever I
you
pause,
faded
Kathy,
away for a
when,
second there.
whenever I pause, Kathy, it means it's your turn to talk. So if you want to talk, tell me now.
Oh no, you there was a little glitch there. My headset pulled out. I apologize. I was talking away and I'm like, "Oh, I don't think she hears me." Anyway, Barbara, no, I totally am agreeing with everything that you're saying, and it is all about planning. We were talking earlier about that. If you work in this field of home-based business or online marketing, you do have to treat it like you would another type of employment. I hate to call it a job, but it is a money making, proposition that you have. It's your money in motion, so to speak. So you have to treat it that way and respect it that way. We were just watching a little video a little bit ago about a person that talked about, when people spend $5,000 for training and learning how to do different things like online marketing, if they've invested that money, most of the time when people invest that kind of money, they are successful. So you need to, whether you're doing online marketing or network marketing, whether you invest $100 or $200 or $300 to get started, you need to treat it like you've invested $5,000, that this is a big investment, like it's your college education, so to speak.
Well,
So I think that's very important.
right. And you know what's pathetic, Kathy? There's people that spend $10,000 thinking that they're buying a lottery ticket and still don't go to work. And then they blame the company. Look in the mirror, guys. Look in the mirror. And one of the things I'll tell you guys, the wrinkles under your eyes is not that of a child. The beard you're growing is not that of a child. We're all grown-ups here. Take accountability for what you have and take accountability for what you don't have. Because really at the end of the day, I know and Kathy knows if it's to be, it's up to me. I have to do it. What I don't have is my responsibility for not having it. Because obviously I didn't do something, or proper planning. So the thing that Kathy and I are involved with is, well, one is network marketing, of course, and we've both been involved with the network marketing industry for a very long time. But I'm here to say the network marketing industry has changed. It's not the same as what it was in the 50s, nor the 60s, nor the 70s, nor the 80s, nor the 90s, nor even the early 2000s. So a lot of programs out there are affiliate marketing programs that are teaching us how to do online marketing. Because at the end of the day, if we're really looking for people who are looking for us, how do we discover that? Because if we're calling them, for example, we're still chasing. I don't know about you, Kathy, but I'm tired of chasing. I'd rather put some bait on my hook, and if you like it, you can chase me.
Well, that's a good fisherwoman there, Barbara.
I did. I used to fish for salmon. I was 11 years old when I reeled in my first 30-pound salmon. And I played that salmon. It ran and I reeled, and it ran and I reeled, and it ran and I reeled. And finally, I pulled that puppy in the boat, and it was a 30-pound salmon. But, seriously, we don't want to make a nuisance of ourselves. We don't want to be bugging people. I think, everyone's intelligent, more intelligent buyers than they maybe used to be. People know what they want and they know what they don't want. So when we put it out there online in the form of blog posts and, Facebook and Google and websites and, building a list and this sort of thing, the person has the opportunity to say, I want to open this email or I don't. If they open it, they can open the link, click through the links or not. You know, they really are able to take in the information at the pace in which they're ready to, you know. And that doesn't mean, I don't want you to hear me saying that you should be doing sales on Facebook. Facebook is a social media platform where people go to share various things to build relationships. It would be just like going to Thanksgiving dinner and you wouldn't sit up there and pull out the whiteboard and start drawing circles. It's rude, you know? Same thing with Google Plus. Google Plus is a social media platform. We're going there to interact with people, enjoy or learn various things of, you know, in terms of info marketing, not to be sold something. Could you imagine going to Christmas dinner and somebody pulled out a whiteboard? How would you feel? I certainly wouldn't feel very good. You know, so don't do that on the social media platforms. You know, if you do 14 entries that are fun and you do one that drives traffic to your blog site or something, that's different. If on your blog site you've got links and resources that they can click through, then, you know, that's a whole different thing. But don't be pounding your business, you know, and taking up the space on Facebook and social and Google Plus or LinkedIn or any of them with a bunch of sales stuff, because it really turns people off and it annoys them greatly and it's very offensive. So back over to you, Kathy.
Well, what we're talking about is makes so much sense, Barbara, whether it's for your job, you know, say you own a business, you're in that quadrant, or you're in the quadrant that Barbara and I are in, where we work for residual income. And it's all about making that commitment and having that intention. I think, you know, we've done many hangouts about mindset, and having that positive mindset. And just recently, I kind of picked up that book again after Wayne Dyer passed here, the guru of personal development. And I picked up his book, Power of Intention, again, which when I read that, it kind of flipped me around on some things about mindset, and he called it intention. But you know, if you've got that strong will that you're not going to let anything interfere with what you have set your mind to do, if you're like this little pit bull, or in Barbara's case, this little miniature schnauzer that won't give up, you have that resolve, you have that determination, that never give up attitude, along with that goal. You know, like Barbara talked about someone saying, oh, they want to earn $10,000. No, that they probably won't earn that $10,000. Where if they set that intention, that goal, that they want to take their family on a vacation to Hawaii next winter, I think the likelihood of them, you know, achieving that goal is going to be much higher than that $10,000.
Absolutely. So, you know, we're with a company, an affiliate marketing company by the name of Elite Marketing Pro, also known as EMP. Tim Irway is the, you know, owner founder of Elite Marketing Pro, and my understanding, now I could be wrong, Kathy, but my understanding is it was under a different name originally, which was Magnetic Sponsoring, that got started by Mike Dillard. And apparently Mike Dillard did all the front end stuff, and Tim Irway was partners with him, but he was in the background. Now I don't know what year it changed, but Tim apparently, or Michael sold his business to Mike Dillard, sold his business to Tim Irway, and Tim Irway bought it. It became Elite Marketing Pro. For a long time there, we still had the magnetic sponsoring of Mike Dillard's product. And then I think Mike started another business and started marketing it directly. But it's not, we're new, we're, you know, US based. We've got a lot of stability. It's not a spam scam or anything else. It's a legitimate learning platform in which you can really go from A to Z, from pre-kindergarten to double PhD. We've got, I try to tell people, we've got a university, and there's, affiliate, there's, blog marketing course, for example, but that course is really equivalent to an online semester in terms of going through it and doing what you need to do to learn it and doing the homework. You've got, or I should maybe probably equate it better to a quarter, and you go through it and then you apply it. I mean, on one hand, you don't want to go through this information and not apply it. You want to, as you go along, go through the information, learn it, then apply it, learn it, then apply it, and always learn it and then apply it at whatever level you're at. And eventually you want to get to a level where you're designing your own lead capture pages and your own autoresponders, excuse me, your own lead capture pages, your own autoresponders that are custom designed. So you're the purple cow. You're the one that stands out in the marketplace as unique and different.
That is so true. I love that purple cow analogy, and I'm just going to order that book from Seth. What is his last name, Barbara?
Seth Godin, Godin. That's G as in George, O Oscar, D dog, I Indigo, and Nancy, first name Seth, and it's the Purple Cow. It is an awesome book. Another great one is Tribes by Seth Godin, and another one is, I think it's Who Ate My Cheese?
Mm-hmm. Or Who Moved My Cheese?
Something like that.
Well, Barbara, I think we've given our listeners a lot of things to think about today, and that's why we do these hangouts. It's not to teach, it's not to lecture, it's just Barbara and I just chatting here on this hangout and seeing, if people can ream just one little tidbit from it, it's worth our time. So Barbara, how do people find you to learn more information about you?
Well, real quick, as I kind of want to surmise a little bit here. The bottom line of what we're doing is creating traffic, creating a list, building a database so we have people to talk to, people to communicate with, people to get our message out to, and drive traffic to a place of interest. And hopefully people will click through and want to follow up on the autoresponders and get involved. So that's kind of step number one, And so anyway, you can find me at barbarawilliams.net. That's Barbara, Barbara, Williams.net. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in to what we had to say today. And like I said, we're just having fun. It's great to have fun, and hopefully you might pick up something from what it is Kathy and I have to say. So over to you, Kathy.
All right. Thank you, Barbara. And you can find me at Who is Kathy Jones? That's with a K, KATHYJONES, whoiskathyjones.com. So we've enjoyed this little awesome today and look forward to seeing you very soon on another little bit of awesome. Thanks, Barbara. Thanks, everyone.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Kathy, for joining us today. Again, thanks to everyone for listening and tuning in. And I will see you on the next bit of awesome.